welcome back everyone, and the Challenge MTV Twitter account has dropped the full trailer, the super trailer for the Challenge Season 36 Double Agents, and of course I am here ready to have a shot-by-shot breakdown of this full trailer and also going into some of the scenes that weren't shown in the full trailer from the 30-second teaser. We're going to be doing that towards the end. So without further ado, let's just jump right into it, and we start off in this trailer with scenes of Iceland. And let me tell you something right now, this is going to be a great location for the challenge this season as it looks absolutely beautiful. And then we get to the second shot where, again, mountains, rocks, it looks like something out of freaking Lord of the Rings. Now we have here some of the cars that are driving the challengers probably to the challenge house for the season. Again, love the scenery. And then we get to a daily challenge where it looks as though that there is a boat in the middle of this Icelandic lake, river, water of some sort with ice all around it. And here in this scene, we have people having to swim to the boat. And if you count all the people right here, we have 10 people in the water swimming to the boat. So this could be one of the later challenges or later daily challenges that we're gonna have in this season. And I'm hoping from this daily challenge, we don't have anybody leaving in an ambulance to go get checked out for hypothermia, as we did last season with Nelson in the Cold War Daily Challenge. And then we move on to this shot, which again, absolutely beautiful, absolute great scenery, and there's still a ton of people left in the game as everyone's walking up to the daily challenge for the day. And as we look at this scene, everyone is walking next to each other, and they could be walking next to the person that they're partnered up with. If that's the case, then we have Fessy and Anissa working together in this challenge season for now. And we can see that Kyle is still here, Cam is still here, Nelson, along with a ton of other people. We move on to this shot with an airplane with the logo and the challenge title on it. Then we have this shot where people are actually running in a giant field to the airplane, what I assume. And to me, this could be in the finals. I mean, there's only 4 people in this daily challenge. It looks like if they're running from something, it's going to be like a 10K run like in Free Agents final. So this could be in the final where they have to run a long distance to get to the airplane to where they're going to then take off in the airplane, as we see here as it's getting ready to take off, and then they're going to jump out of the airplane, which almost solidifies it to me in my mind that this is in the finals because this happened in the Dirty 30 finals. And then here we have an underwater daily challenge, and for some reason when I saw this shot in the trailer, I instantly thought of Vendetta's The Gasping for Air daily challenge. For me, that's what I kind of thought about, but this could be something completely different. Again, we get a little shot of who possibly could be in here, but because they're absolutely covered, which they should be because it's going to be absolutely frigid water, and their helmets don't have a name on it, or they're intentionally blanking the name out in this trailer, and you can't really see because of everything with the goggles. So it's hard to tell who's in this shot right now. We move on to this daily challenge where, to me, again, looking at it, reminded me of the daily challenge in Rivals called Bombs Away. Of course, that's not this, as this daily challenge has both people on a boat, on the roof of a boat, and they're going to be holding on to ropes, as we see right here. They're going to be holding on to ropes. I don't know if they're going to have to climb up the rope, which is going to be super difficult. Trying to discern who these 2 people are. I can kind of make out the coloring on the helmet, the stripe, and it looks to be orange. And as we move through this trailer, I've found that CT and Big T both have an orange stripe on their helmet. So I almost want to think that this could possibly be CT and Big T, but again, it's tough to see and discern who they are without actually seeing a full HD shot of their faces or their names on their helmet. In a world of secrets, Nam is holding on to his partner, who I think is going to be Lolo Jones. He is struggling mightily in this daily challenge, and he's, again, another shot of him just struggling. We see one shot come into frame where he's holding on to his partner, or somebody is holding on to their partners. It turns out to be Lolo Jones, and then we have a shot of Cam being held up. This is very much similar to the daily challenge in the Duel 2 called Don't Let Go. We have a shot that says danger. Then we have this cave scene going into a tablet, and the tablet, we see two other shots getting put up. I can only imagine these two shots up and bottom of this tablet is from a daily challenge where they have to decode, cut wires. We see that Wes is partaking in this daily challenge. The tablet, I have a feeling, is the way they're going to actually put in who they're voting for in each episode to go into the elimination ring. I have a feeling that both people are going to be brought in. They're going to have to type in the number or the code for the person that they want to vote into the elimination, and that's how we're going to be doing it. No more of this being in the living room, raising hands, and everyone just saying, I want to go in. No, I want to go in. No, I want to go in. Here's another shot. It looks like this could be Josh on the bottom looking at the nameplate. Wes seems pretty frustrated with everything that's going on. And Spies. Then we get a shot right after it says and Spies is another tablet where it just has the 9 number or 10 number and you have to put into a code. I'm thinking because the way this trailer was dropped or the style that this trailer was dropped, MTV put out a tweet with a whole bunch of numbers and people had to decode it. I'm wondering if during the daily challenge, during the day, during the nights, during having numbers up in the house, maybe that there's just random numbers in the house and people are gonna have to decode what they mean, putting in the code, and maybe there's gonna be incentives to possibly lie to people, to manipulate people. Maybe there's a shot or incentive to switch out your partners if you get the code right. I don't know. We're going to have to wait and see. It almost reminds me of the reality show The Mole from back in the day. Then we get a shot of access granted. So somebody got the code right. We have here a daily challenge setup where there's a platform in the water next to a giant field, it looks like, with the logo for the challenge. Possibly, maybe they're going to be doing something to get into the water off the platform and having to swim somewhere. We move on to this daily challenge. Now, if you count everyone who's standing on this platform for this daily challenge, there are 30 people. So I have a feeling that this is going to be the first daily challenge of the season. It almost reminds me of Decode and Detonate from the challenge Total Madness. And of course, this is TJ telling everyone and welcoming them to the challenge season 36 Double Agents. And then we have Tori here in the confessional room, and she says that, wait a second, this is crazy. The first one in this trailer was Devin saying, this is the most mental game we've ever played. TJ saying, this is the challenge Double Agents. Tori saying, wait a second, this is crazy. And then we have here Leroy saying, that's some sneaky trust your allies, which then turns into trust your lies. Then we move on to TJ chaining Corey and Gabby Allen together. And so it seems to me that Gabby and Corey are going to be partners at some point during this challenge season together. But they are being chained together for possibly a daily challenge, maybe? We move back over to that underwater daily challenge. And then we have TJ saying, you got to be ready. Here we go. And to me, this is almost telling me that this is the trivia challenge for this season. You can see in the background that there are people standing next to the challenge logo. Maybe they're standing over some water and they're doing half the group in one instance and then the other half in the other one. There's a buzzer. Maybe they're being held over some water and then he's going to hit the buzzer if you get the question wrong and it's going to fling you out there. To me, I think this could be the trivia challenge. And then we have this shot where it looks like this is the decoding station. This is the one that is what I think is going to be the first daily challenge of the season. And it looks as though that TJ is going to blow the horn and they are going to run out of there. I can only really make out Wes in this shot. I think that's Nam on the other side, and looking at the lapel, I can see red and yellow, which is the German flag. And then we move into another one. I want to say that could be Nelson. Wednesday, December 9th is the official start date, but remember, December 7th is the declassified episode on the Monday prior to that Wednesday. We have another skydiving scene and some more beautiful shots of Iceland. Then we have what looks to be a shot of the location of a daily challenge, but as we see, the camera keeps on panning out, and it looks to be like they're going to be running a long way and up an incline, as it looks like there could be a starting line all the way on the right-hand side of this frame, and then we have the challenge logo on the one side, and then as it kept on panning out, there looks to be a like finish line over on this side, or a truck of some sort that they're gonna have to run up. Like, this looks absolutely insane. This could be the shot of this daily challenge, where it looks as though that they're gonna have to be running around and carrying giant logs to and fro this giant track. We see Corey and what looks to be Ashley helping him out on this daily challenge. So maybe we could have another Rivals 3 type of situation. Maybe there's a Rivals 3 grouping pairing up. And then we get a look into the elimination arena for this challenge season. And I've heard rumors that it's going to be called the Crater. And if you count all the people that's up there, there are 17 people up on this platform watching the elimination. Oddly enough, there is nobody in the little arena or the little standing platform on the right-hand side of this frame, which I can only imagine it's going to be the people who are in charge, whether it's the 2 people that are in charge that won the daily challenge, or a group of people, a group of pairs that won into power to put people into this elimination. But we move into this elimination, so there's going to be 19 people in total in this frame. So to me, this is going to happen later on in the season, but we see this elimination a lot during this trailer, so I can only think of that either it's going to be played multiple times and we're going to have the same type of eliminations rotated throughout this season, or they just really like this one and they're just playing it a lot. By the way, this elimination reminds me of the strung out elimination in Battle of the X's 2, and I was able to freeze frame this trailer at the right time, and it looks as though that Jay is going to be in this elimination for this round. And then we also look to see it to be in the same elimination, and we can read the name tag on this shirt says Ashley, but it looks like she's losing her grip in this round and she actually falls off. And before we move on from the elimination, this elimination arena and shots, we get a audio clip of TJ saying this season there are only 10 skulls. So this is huge. This is something that they modified from last season, where people had to go into elimination to get their red skulls. Now there's a limited amount of red skulls. It's kind of like, reminds me of the island, where there is only a few amount of keys on the island, and then you had to win your way into winning yourself a pair of keys and being able to take it from somebody else. I wonder if that's going to be the same kind of mentality this season. We're going to have to wait and see, but the skull twist is back and they've limited it to the amount of only 10 skulls. So we're going to have to wait and see what's going to happen there. Then we have a shot of Nicole C saying, "You're going to have to make a deal with the devil," which then a quick shot after she says that is of Wes. So maybe she's talking about making a deal with Wes, who thinks he heard something and quickly turns his head really quickly. Then we have Cam whispering to Josh, possibly spreading up some rumors, maybe stirring up the pot a little bit. Cam is here to play. Then we have another shot of that elimination that we saw earlier on in the trailer. A frame of another daily challenge is on this, and to me, I've seen the trailer and the teaser for this daily challenge, and to me, for some reason, I think that it's going to be like people are going to be holding on to this cargo net, and it's going to be like King of the Hill, where the last person holding onto this thing, because at certain points in this teaser, in this trailer, this thing is like whipping around, hitting, skipping across the water. We see Nani like kicking somebody off of it. So I only imagine TJ looks to be in the helicopter. Maybe he's flying this thing. Maybe he's trying to get people to like get off of it. Again, it's going over the water, it's hitting into it like this, and there's 2 people left on it. So to me, I think that it's going to be like King of the Hill. Double the action. Leo Rush is looking confused, or he's deep in thought. And then we get a shot of Josh saying, "I can scream louder than you," with Anissa right next to him trying to calm him down. But this is on par for Josh in every season. So when he's on a season, make sure you're ready for him yelling for him to cry, and it looks as though that Nam wasn't ready for it. Double the twist. So if you're doubling the action, you're gonna double the twist, and we get a shot of villainous CT right here. And then we have this screenshot where we see multiple people holding onto this cargo net. We have Big T on one side, Cam, Nani, and it looks to be Casey, possibly. I feel as though that name starts with a K, so I think that's Casey, and I cannot make out the name on the helmet of the person holding onto this, but we can see that Nani is using her foot to like push this person off. I almost want to say it could be Anissa, it could be Teresa. I think on another shot, I was able to make out that this name ends with an A, but don't quote me on that. I'm not 100% certain, but yeah, Nani pushes this person off and falls right into the water. Double the betrayal. Let's move into first saying that CT says everyone is going to have to get their hands dirty. Tori says you don't know who your partner is going to be. You don't know if you're going to get stolen or if you're going to steal somebody else. Not knowing who your partner is coming into a daily challenge, coming into the next part of this season, I mean, that is a huge momentum swing, and that's why I think that code where it could be a double agent, somebody could be wanting to get away from you, somebody could want to steal you, I think that could be very, very interesting, and how that's going to work in the season, I have no idea, but I'm excited to see it. And then we move into this one where, again, I think this is going to be the first daily challenge of the season. You can see the little poster board. It looks like CT has a random shoe in his hand. I can't tell if it's his shoe or somebody else's shoe. Maybe he was trying to grab somebody to pull them out and he accidentally got their shoe. He decided to throw it behind him and he hits Wes right in the face. And then we move on to this daily challenge. What it looks like it's going to be a giant metal ball. It looks to be some height difference to these two people in this ball that they're partnered together. I was trying desperately to see the names on their helmets. I can only make out that possibly there's an A on the one person in this ball. So I feel as though that this could be Amber M, as I feel as though that Amber from Big Brother is way taller than Amber Martinez. And then we have her partner, which I feel as though that this name starts with a K. If you look very closely, I could freeze frame it and I think it's K, so possibly maybe Casey and Amber are partnered up together and they're in this ball. Again, I have no idea. It's really tough. This trailer was pretty much put out on Twitter only, and Twitter likes to compress the crap out of their photos, out of their videos. We have somebody stepping on a geyser and smoker just filling up their smoke ball. If you count the number of people on this daily challenge, on this platform, there are 24 people that I could make out, so possibly this could be the fourth daily challenge. Another great, beautiful shot of Iceland. And then this is the Don't Let Go, or the variants of the Don't Let Go daily challenge from the Duel 2. We see Amber is being held on by her partner. We have Josh, and it looks to be Nani and Josh are partnered up together at this point in this daily challenge. Another shot, and you can see how high up these people are. I mean, if you let this person go, my heart would stop if I was being held up by somebody else. We have Nani, a shot where she looks absolutely terrified, hanging over this cliff like Mufasa was when Scar was holding on to him and then he just let him go. If somebody does not utter the words "Long live the king" when they let their person go, I don't know what to expect from this season. We have somebody holding on desperately, trying to hold on to their person and letting them go right next to Cam. So we can see that Cam is going to be in this daily challenge as well. It looks as though that Leroy lets his partner go. I can't tell who his partner is going to be. Looks like Jay is partnered up with Teresa. Nam is partnered up with Lolo. We have Amber and Gabby on the far end of this platform, but their partners aren't holding them up. It looks like there's people in the background working out with ropes. Possibly, maybe, there's something else that's happening in this daily challenge where you're not just holding on to your partner, you have to be maybe finessing with some ropes. We move on to this shot where we can see for 100% certain that Jay is holding up Teresa. There's Lolo Jones, and then Leo Rush looks to be on the far end, so maybe Leo and Gabby or Leo and Amber are going to be partnered up with each other. And then we move on to CT. where like I said, there's people in the background. CT looks to be finessing with ropes along with somebody else. So possibly there's going to be 2 parts to this daily challenge while people are having to hold themselves up, or people are going to have to hold up their partners. No trust. And then we have Kyle in an elimination, and you can see that somebody took the time on production to, for sure, 100% blur out the name on that helmet so we can't figure out who that is. But there is an orange stripe. Maybe there's multiple orange stripes. It looks like it's a name too long to be CT. So it looks like Kyle is going to be in an elimination, in a physical elimination. And then we have right here Corey talking to Tori, and he's saying, that's what some people are saying, and Tori is saying, who's saying that to you? And then we have a shot of Lio Rush in the doorway, like smiling. He's cheesing for the camera. Maybe, like I said, there's incentives to lie. There is incentives. Maybe there's a partner change. Maybe there's money on the line. Maybe there's advantages in daily challenges if you can lie and spread rumors or sabotage somebody in the house. I'm excited. I don't know. All sus. Here's the elimination again. I don't know if that is Jay. Because we saw that Jay was in this challenge. Maybe this is the person he's going up against, or like I said, maybe they have a certain amount of like 4 elimination styles that they're going to be rotating throughout this season instead of all being different throughout the season. We're going to have to wait and see what that is all about, because they superseded this cut of this explosion happening in this elimination to a cut of Cam, Corey, and Jay. So it's like your brain is thinking, oh, Jay can't be in that elimination because there's an explosion, but that's not how editing works. Editing can be like, oh, there's going to be an explosion in a different elimination, and then when we move on to the explosion, we see that Leroy is also still there. So it looks like Leroy is going to be there for a little bit, which I am excited about. I like all 4 of those people that were shown in this 2 shots. And then we have this person who looks to have lost in this elimination, or maybe sent their friend home, maybe sent their ally home, maybe having their ally being sent home. It's somebody from the America, as you can tell by their lapel on next to their shirt or next to the challenge. And looking at the hair, I feel as though that this 100% is Devin. Here we go. We have a shot of this daily challenge where it looks to be a wrestling ring on top of a moving truck. This reminds me of that one daily challenge in War of the Worlds, only for the fact that they are on top of a truck. We move on to this shot where it looks to be Fessy versus CT wrestling with each other, where Anissa is battling Big T. Oh boy, Fessy versus CT is something that I want to see happen. And then we get a shot of Fessy saying, we are starting off this season with a bang. And then it cuts to, of course, the big rig on this truck with explosions, because of course there's gonna be explosions in this season. And then we have another shot of the wrestling ring on top of this big old truck where it's Nani versus Natalie from Survivor. And then we get the ending screenshot of the challenge Double Agents, new season, Wednesday, December 9th at 8 p.m. Now let's move on to the teaser trailer, the 30-second one that was dropped a couple of days ago, or a couple of days before the super trailer. We have Anissa getting ready, possibly going to get her skull, and then we move over to Leroy, who looks to be going into an elimination to get his skull. Then here's that daily challenge again. And we, like I said, I think this is the first daily challenge. We have Wes, Nelson, Nam is in the background, and it looks to be possibly Lio Rush and maybe Michi, Villainous CT, and then a transition of fire where if you look down at during this transition, there is a helmet in the background that says Tori. So this is going to be Tori going into an elimination at some point. Here's another shot of this Don't Let Go daily challenge, and we can see that there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people hanging on for their lives. Some people can hold on to themselves while their partners are untangling some rope, while other people have to hold on to their partners. This is very much so very interesting to me. I have no idea what could happen or what's going on or how many people have dropped. To me, I feel as though that this could be counting the skulls on the bottom of the floor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, there's only 6 skulls on the bottom of that floor. So that means both Ambers, Cam, Leroy, Gabby Allen, CT, Lolo Jones, Teresa J are all going to make it far. If that is true, and this is the final 12 of the daily challenge, or if they're doing it in partners, like if they're doing it in rounds where the first half of the group is going to be going and then the second half of the group is going to be going. We're going to have to wait and see, but that is a huge spoiler if that is the case. Here is a great part of the trailer where Big T is running into CT with the pillow, and to me, this instantly means to me that Big T is going into an elimination. She is going into a physical elimination, and by the nature of this scene, it looks as though that Big T is going to be in a hall brawl, and CT, who is from the other trailer where it looked as though that CT and Big T were partnered up, that CT is helping his teammate, Big T, getting ready for a hall brawl, meaning, of course, you gotta have a hall brawl in this season. This is the shot I was talking about where it looks as though it says S and A, and it looks to be a longer name. So maybe this is Teresa, maybe this is Anissa, and Nani is just giving a little boot. Then we have this daily challenge with a ton of torches. What could this be? There's a giant explosion. This is a big old question mark, but this is a daily challenge that looks epic, that looks like it's going to be primed and ready and needing fire departments to be around it. Then we have this elimination where it looks to be Wes and somebody else. That name is clearly being blocked out. It looks to be a taller individual. Maybe it's Kyle. Maybe it's somebody completely different, but it looks as though that Wes is going to be an elimination that's similar to the banded together elimination from Battle of the X's 2. Possibly it could be something like Yanking My Chain, which Darrell was in, and Nelson was in Vendettas. Ashley was also in that one as well. This could be something very interesting to see, and that is it for the teaser and the super trailer. But what do you think about both the trailers that were dropped on us for this challenge season? Let me know that in the comment section below. Did they get you more excited? Did they get you more hyped for this challenge season, or were they kind of lackluster? Let me know that in the comment section below. And is there anybody that I couldn't make out in this trailer, but you could? Let me know that in the comment section below. But please, people, do not put any spoilers in the comment section. Don't put the winners, don't put the elimination order, don't do anything like that. I just want to keep it to just the trailers and the teaser that we got from the challenge. If there is a name on the helmet, if there is somebody that you could make out on the boats, please let me know that in the comment section below. But what do you think about this season? Are you excited? Are you super excited? And can you not wait for December? Let me know that in the comment section below. I cannot wait. I'm super excited. But that is it for this episode. When you're down there, hit that like and subscribe button. I'll be back really soon with more Challenge Season 36 Double Agents content, more challenge content, more content in general. But until then, peace.